What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how money isn't everything, but it can change a lot, right? I think that money runs the world, right? Everyone wants to be successful. Everyone wants to get the best job. Everyone wants to be in the best career, to be able to make really good money, right? They want to be able to provide for themselves. They want to be able to retire their parents. They want to be able to live lavishly, want to be able to travel, want to be able to buy expensive things. Life runs on money, right? I think that's one of the key things that keep the world going. Money is moving everywhere. People want to create businesses and all that type of thing, all those type of things. And as much as it can be a very good asset or a very good value to people in the world, it truly isn't everything. You know, you can lose money and you can make that back, but you lose a person, you can't get that person back. You can't get that time back, right? There's certain things in life that have certain value that you just can't get back, like how it is with money. You know what I'm saying? Cherish the people that's in your life, because those people only are here for a certain amount of time. People that are gone, or people that have already passed away, aren't here anymore, right? People that the time that you've already wasted, you can't get that back, but you could lose $20 and get $20 back, right? You can be able to get the things that you have already acquired back. If you lost your car, you could buy another car, right? If you lost, your phone, you could buy another phone. Things like that, they can be replaced, but time and other valuable things cannot be replaced. So be careful when you're trying to put money on a pedestal and trying to make it an idol, if you will, for something that you're always going to continue chasing after. There's no problem with trying to be better, no problem with trying to gain more, finances and more skill sets and more opportunities for you to grow. Nothing wrong with that. I definitely promote that. Be better, do better. But if the goal that you're trying to go after is, I want to be able to have a lot of money so I can be able to do blank, 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 and you don't cherish the other things around you, then you think that money is better than everything else. You start to prioritize and idolize money over other life things that you can potentially have cherished more, before they're gone. And I think that, with money not being everything, it makes you realize how much people are so focused on wanting to get to a certain place where it requires a lot of money. Think about it. When's the last time you were like, okay, I can actually go spend time with my family and not work overtime? When's the last time that you were like, man, maybe I can actually take the day off and I can actually enjoy today without me being worried about my finances, or let me go actually take a trip by myself or go out to eat without me being like, do I have enough money for that? Or what does my finances look like? Everything runs on money, right? But money isn't everything. So really this video is to really try to steer your mind into being like, look, the things that are able to be replaced don't need to be taking up all of your time all the time. Cherish the things that can't be replaced. Moments, experiences, and other things that can be replaced. Now I get that some of those come with money, right? You can't go travel being broke, right? You can't go experience something without having the funds for it. And I get that. But being able to find a balance, to be able to find what really works for you in your life with the people in it, or the things in it that maybe can't be replaced, you need to cherish those a little bit more. And I think that as we're moving into the new year, this new season of life, it's going to come with a lot more people being like, okay, I want to get my money up. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, do this and do that, just so I can focus on being better financially, right? I want to be in a different financial position so I can afford blank, 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 And money becomes the drive for why you're even going. That becomes your why. Why do you want to be better? So I can have money. Okay, well, why do you want to have money? So I can be able to provide and retire my parents, But it always comes from, I need more money, I need more money, I need more money, I need to grind more, And that's where people fall short, because the focus steers away from what God has already planned in your life. You're focused on trying to be better, which is great, but you're focused on the wrong things, which takes you away from God. It takes you away from the things that God has actually already planned for you to be at, all the things that He's already stored for you. And so when you're sitting there and you're thinking about, where do I want to be and what do I need to do to make me better? Think about where God would want you. Where does God, whenever you hear what God has for you, Think about, am I listening to what God has for me? Am I listening to where God wants me? Am I going and being obedient to where he wants me to be at? What am I doing with my money? Am I tithing, or am I spending it on unnecessary things? Like, how am I using the money that he even blesses me with? Okay, why do I really want this money, and how can I impact other people? I think that people, rappers and actors and people that start making a lot of money, what they do is that they, of course, can take care of their family. They can use it for themselves and leisure reasons, but they're also able to be in a position where they can give and they can be able to provide back to the community. People that understand what it's like to not come from much are able to give back because they understand. They're able to give back to the community and be like, look, it's holiday season. I remember I was in a time when I didn't have that many presents, so I want to be able to give back and give to a family in need, right? This person's struggling with their rent or their bills. I want to be able to help them out so that they can be able to live and stay in their house. This person is going through this situation. I want to give money so I can be able to provide what God has already blessed me with to bless someone else. And if that's how you kind of think about how you operate, then it changes the outlook on money. It changes how you actually are able to help and bless people. You see somebody on the street, they're struggling, you got it, give them $20. Rather they use it for good or not, you still are able to help someone in need, right? They're struggling just like how some of us are. Only thing is that they're in a different situation and a different position. But if God puts you in a position to bless, then bless. And that's really for anything. I know we're talking about money here, but if God gives you a position to be able to provide and be a vessel of him, then be that vessel. And I think from there, people will start to change their mind and be like, okay, I know I'm really focused on these things that I want to acquire, but what does God have for me? What positions does God want me to be in going into this next year, into this next season, into this next era of my life? As we're moving forward from the old us into the new us and the new habits that we want to create, you have to change the way that you're thinking and the way that you operate. You have to change the way that you want to move throughout the rest of the year, throughout the rest of your life. That's what matters. And the quicker that you start to move the way that you want to and who God has called you to be, then the quicker that you will understand and find your identity in who you're supposed to be, and that's who you become. Move with intention and don't focus on what the finances are going to bring you. Don't focus on what the money is going to bring you. I have to spend super frivolously so that I don't, waste any money, and I don't, I don't live life because I want to make sure I save every single penny. Don't also be the person that's like, I want to spend everything so I can experience everything. Find a balance of what works for you. Find a balance of what works for you. Find out what's going to be the smart money moves for you to make so you can actually have money, be able to invest money, be able to keep money coming in, right? You don't want to be stuck at your job. So find a way to be smart with money. Be smart with your finances. And then you move from there to be like, okay, God's blessed me with this position. I have this business that's bringing in this much. I have this side hustle that's bringing in this much. I have my job that's bringing in this much. And then you start being able to bless people in different ways that he's already called you to be able to do. All he has to do is all you have to do is be obedient for him to put you in that position. So, money isn't everything, but it is a help. It is beneficial. And the more that you want to idolize or that you want to strive to make all this type of money, understand why you want to make the money, understand what God has placed on your heart to do with the money, and then how you could bless people with it. And then, of course, from there, then you start to figure out the how. And of course, the how is like, God, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to do this? And you start to go from there. But you have to make sure that you keep God in your life and keep him in the center through all these things. And I think that what people don't realize is that they have two different idols. You either have God or you have money, right? Now there's other idols that people have and stuff like that, but God says you can't worship two different idols. God wants to be the only person that you go to and that you rely on. You can't rely on money. Money disappears. Money is literally made out of thin air. When you go to the bank and they give you $20, they just pull that out, from wherever they pulled it out from. They were able to pull something out of thin air to be like, here you go. They were able to they're making money out of paper that isn't reliable. What if worst case scenario, let's say we run out of paper, banks go bankrupt, then money isn't an idol or it isn't reliable. God wouldn't be that. God's always reliable. God's always there. You know what I'm saying? So don't have two idols. And it makes it difficult because you're like, I really want to be somebody in my life and I really want to be able to bless people and impact people, but do it with God. God be the centerpiece in your world. And then you let God use you and correlate the things that he has for you to operate for you to get where you want to get to. God knows your desires. God knows where you want to be and what you want to do, the goals that you have, the people you want to impact. But let God determine and use you in the way that he wants to. So, like I said, y'all, the goal of this message is that money isn't everything, but it can be beneficial. So, yeah, I mean, that's really all I got for y'all in this video. I just think that people need to open up their eyes and expand their horizon and realize that money really isn't everything. It really isn't. There's so much more that money can do for other people than just let you be able to buy some new shoes or let you be able to buy this new car that you want. Honestly. So that's really all I got for y'all in this video. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and until then, y'all, I will catch you in the next video. Gone.